Hello, hello, hello again. I'm live and now I can show you how can you learn English by yourself and simple steps. Let me see the book I'm learning now. My screen, you can see this in ChatGPT. Um, I put on this PDF, this book, The Right Side of History by Ben Shapiro. That's Ben Shapiro's book. In question, my question for ChatGPT, I said, I'm reading this book. Can you help me understand the ideas released in this book? There's this respond for the asking respond the question is ChatGPT said, great question. Let's walk through the main ideas of Ben Shapiro's The Right Side of History. The book really circles around the two mysteries. Why a thing so good? Humanity has more freedom, prosperity, and safety than ever before. Why are you burning it? Despite material progress, depression, division, and despair are rising. Here are the core themes Shapiro develops: the twin roots of Western civilization. He argues that the greatness of the West comes from the combination of Jerusalem, Jude- Judeo-Christian morality. Humans have God-given dignity and purpose. In Athens, Greek reason, humans can use logic and inquiry to understand the world. Ideas matter. Philos- Philosophers and religious thinkers didn't single-handedly invent morality or prosperity, but they expressed the ideas that shaped societies, or free, or our freedoms, rights, and prosperity are built on those foundations losing meaning. When societies abandon God and reason, they tend to collapse into relativism, erodism, and tyranny. He points to the Nazis, communists, and modern identity politics are an example of rejecting these core ideas. The Enlightenment split. He contrasts the American Enlightenment, rooted in God and natural rights, with the European Enlightenment, rejecting God, focusing only on human reason. The American model produced freedom and prosperity. The European model led to chaos and bloodshed, like the French Revolution. Um, the crisis today. Shapiro seems modern society as materially advanced, but spiritually empty. Capitalism and science can provide meaning of their own. His conclusion: to build again, we must return to our roots, divine purpose, and reason. The combination of Jerusalem and Athens, he frames this as a battle for the soul of Western civilization. This Shabditi question me. Do you want me to give you a chapter by chapter walkthrough, like a guide through the book? Or would you prefer simple, big picture summary that just ties everything together? This way, I can now talk with ChatGPT about this book in this. Uh, you can, you can, guys, to be in ChatGPT. You could choose this option, study it and learn. Is another options, but I think this is a better when your purpose is learn English, uh, like a subject, like a book, or some transcriptions or transcribes of you a link from YouTube or something else. But when you try and try this new feature, study it and learn. Now I can choose use voice mode when ChatGPT can respond to you in like in a real person you're talking about. Let me see together this victory. Hello, ChatGPT. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well too. How can I help you today?
Um, I'm just in live exactly now. You can say something for my audience, my public, and my follows in my channel. The name of my channel is Let's Talk.
That sounds awesome. Hello to everyone tuning in on Let's Talk. I'm thrilled to be a part of your live session. If there's anything specific you'd like me to share or any topics you'd like to discuss, just let me know and I'm happy to jump in.
Yeah, I'm talking about in this video about how can you use ChatGPT like a tool for learning English by yourself. What do you think about that?
I think that's a fantastic topic. ChatGPT can definitely be a powerful tool for English learners. We can do conversation practice, vocabulary building, grammar explanations, and even pronunciation tips. Plus, it's really flexible and available anytime, so learners can practice at their own pace. If you want, I can share some specific tips or examples for your audience as well.
Yeah, let me try that. This I put on this the book and the left side and the screen, and you and the right side and the my screen in this live, and you can I can read this book to you, and you can provide me some advice and say to me if my pronunciation is good or if I have to provide enhance in my pronunciation because my speaking skill is wicked compared in the other abilities in this language, English, by the way.
That sounds like a great plan. I'd be more than happy to help you with that. As you read, I can give you real time feedback on pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. And we can also work on any tricky words or phrases together. Just let me know whenever you're ready, and we'll make it fun and productive.
Yeah, for sure. I'll lead this part together. Um, this, of course, was just the beginning. At the University of Wisconsin, my speech was nearly shut down by protesters who flooded the front of the stage. And Penn State protesters gathered outside my speech and pounded on the doors. And DePaul University, the administration thre- threatened to arrest me if I came to the campus and called out the Cook County sheriff to do the honor. And Berkeley, the administration called out hundreds of police officers to protect law-abiding citizens from the hate of violent rioters. That wasn't the end of the 2016 circus, however. During the election cycle, I was highly critical of both candidates. As a conservative, I'd been a lifelong critic of Hillary Clinton, but I was also highly critical of Donald Trump. Thanks to my criticism of Trump, and thanks to my very public break with the Breitbart News, an out, out, outlet I believed had become a propaganda tool for the Trump campaign, I quickly found myself targeted by that new breed of radical. And yet, late March, the ex- execrable Mayo Ipolos, I think this name is so in Apollos, painted a storied and Breitbart openly praising the alt-right, including odes to racism, credentials like Richard Spencer, egging of his alt-right followers, shitting on their jolly trolley. Milo sent me a picture of black baby on the day of my son's birth that May. The point being that I was a cook. Over the course of the 2060 campaign, I I'd become the top recipient of anti-Semitism among Jewish journalists on the internet by huge margin according to the Anti-Defamation League. Approximately 19 19,253 anti-Semitic tweets were directed at journalists during the August 2015 through July 2016 period. I received 7,400 of those tweets, of 38% of the total. What do you think about my pronunciation? I think this text in the book is so advanced by my level in English, and I think this my speaking uh, in this reading is not so good, but I think it's enough. What do you think about it, ChatGPT?
You're doing really well, and I can see you're making a great effort. Your pronunciation is clear, and you're handling some complex vocabulary quite well. There are a few words that might need a bit of refinement, and we can definitely work on those together. Overall, it's a solid start, and as you keep practicing, you'll get even more comfortable with advanced sex. Just keep it up, and I'm here to help every step of the way.
Yeah, when I try say something like this phrase, this book is my attempt to determine. Can you say this pronunciation? Determine.
Absolutely. The word is pronounced as determining with the emphasis on the second syllable. So it sounds like determining. The R is a bit.
Determining. Okay, let me try. Determining.
That was great. You hit the main syllable stress really well. Just keep the R a bit softer and smooth, and you'll sound even more natural. Overall, you're definitely on the right track.
Let me try say determining.
That was even better. You've got the pronunciation spot on now. Your clarity and rhythm are improving quickly, so keep practicing and you'll be sounding even more fluent in no time.
Let me say this phrase completely. Um, this book is my attempt to determine, determine what we've lost and how we can find it.
That was excellent. You really nailed the pronunciation and the flow of the phrase. Your pacing is good and your clarity is definitely improving. Keep it up. And with more practice, you'll get even more comfortable with complex sex. Great job.
To find what we lost, we're gonna need to retrace and say this word pronunciation correctly. Do you think this retrace?
Yes, you got it. The word is pronounced as retrace with the emphasis on the second syllable. The re is more like re, and then trace is nice and clear. You're definitely pronouncing it well, and you can keep that steady rhythm. Great job.
Let me say the phrase, the complete phrase. To find what we lost, we're gonna need to retrace our steps. This book is filled with old ideas from people we made dimly. I don't know this phrase. What does mean dimly? The mean. What does dimly mean? DIMLI.
Great question. The word Gimli means something like faintly or barely perceptibly. It's often used to describe something that's not very clear or only partially visible. So when someone says dimly, they mean it's faint or not fully clear in their memory or perception. Let me know
Okay,
if that.
you understand now. Ideas from people we may dimly remember from our days in high school, in college, in Sunday school, but woes. I I don't know this pronunciation. Let me see. I have a tool for say this word. Woes and WROSA.
No worries at all. The word rot is pronounced like rot with a soft W sound at the beginning. So it sounds like rot. It's often used in older or more formal contexts and it means something that's created or fashioned. So when you say rot, just keep that R sound soft and the T at the end's clear. You're doing great.
Yeah, but central importance with essentially. My pronunciation is correct. This word essentially.
Yes, you're definitely on the right track. The word essentially is pronounced as essentially with the emphasis on the second syllable. You did really well with it, and your pronunciation is quite clear. Keep practicing, and you'll keep getting even more comfortable.
We've essentially forgotten those ideas argue are crucial. We must learn them anew. I really don't uh, learn this anew. ANAW.
Absolutely. The word anew is pronounced like anew with the emphasis on the second syllable. It means in a new way or again. You're doing a fantastic job. And each time you practice, you're getting more comfortable with these words. Keep it up.
This doesn't mean that I believe philosophers change the history of their own on their own. Philosophers. This my pronunciation is correct. This word, philosophers.
Yes, you're pronouncing it correctly. The word philosophers is said as philosopher.
Philosophers. Philosophers. Philosophers.
Exactly, you've got it. That pronunciation sounds great. Keep practicing like this, and you'll keep building more confidence with every word. If you have any other words or phrases you want to work on, just let me know.
I don't think Adam Smith invented capitalism any more than Immanuel Kant invented morality. There's two words invented capitalism and invented morality. Is correct the pronunciation?
Yes, you're pronouncing both words correctly. Capitalism is said as capitalism with the emphasis on the second syllable, and morality is pronounced as morality with the emphasis on the second syllable as well. You're doing really well with these pronunciations, so keep it up.
But these philosophers and thinkers offer a window into the most important ideas of that time. Tolstoy famously asks in War and Peace, what moves a history, and concludes that history is merely the progression of all of the various forces and the play in the universe, channeled, channeled, channeled. Is correct the pronunciation? Channeled.
Yes, that's correct. The word channeled is pronounced as channeled with the emphasis on the first syllable. You're doing a fantastic job with these pronunciations, and everything sounds really clear and natural.
And into action in a particular moment. There is truth to that, of course, but ideas matter. Important ideas, as best articulated by great thinkers, represent the motivational road along which humanity journeys. We act because we believe. Humanity is correct. Humanity.
Yes, you've got it perfectly. The word humanity is pronounced as humanity with the emphasis on the second syllable. You're doing really well, and your pronunciation sounds natural and clear. Keep it up.
But let me. I have a quick question to you. Humanity or humanity? Humanity.
Great question. The correct pronunciation is humanity with the emphasis on the second syllable, so it sounds like humanity. The A in the middle is more like a short A sound. You're definitely on the right track, and it's sounding great.
In there's another word. My pronunciation. Motivation or motivational is correct the pronunciation.
Yes, you've got it right. The word motivational is pronounced as motivational with the emphasis on the
Motivational.
third syllable. You're definitely saying it correctly, and your pronunciation is sounding great. Keep it up.
In the second syllable, I can say a flap T, motivational.
Exactly. Using a flap T for that middle sound in motivational is perfectly natural in American English. It'll sound like a quick, soft D sound, so it flows smoothly. You're doing great with that.
In in other, order to fix ourselves, then we must re-examine what we believe. Re-examine. How can I pronounce this word? The word re-examine. Or the pronunciation is Reexamine, 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 or reexamine.
You're very close. The word is pronounced as re-examine, with the emphasis on the second syllable.
Reexamine. Here is reexamine.
Exactly, you've got it. That sounds perfect. You're really mastering these pronunciations, and it's great to see your progress. Keep practicing, and you'll keep getting more and more comfortable.
Can you say again the pronunciation? Reexamine.
Of course, it's pronounced as re-examine, with the emphasis on the.
Reexamine. This pronunciation is so different about when you uh, compare with the same uh, structure, the other words in English, but the pronunciation is so different because re-examine. Can you repeat? I don't get it yet.
Of course, it's pronounced as re-examine, with the emphasis.
Re-examine, re-examine, re-examine. But the orange this word re-examine is where what does is the orange this word is English. This word is origin is French. What is so interesting in some exotic this pronunciation? His Samani. Can you repeat, please?
Absolutely. The word re-examine comes from Latin roots and.
Resentment. Resemini.
Exactly, you've got it. It's pronounced as re-examine, and it's
Re-examine. Re-rex. Re-examine. Re-examine. The orange this word is.
You're doing really well. The word's origin is indeed from Latin, and it came into English through French. It's always fascinating how some words evolve and their pronunciations shift over time. Keep practicing, and you'll get more and more comfortable with it.
Let me see the continue reading this book. We believe freedom is building up the twin notions that God created every human in his image, and that human beings are capable of investigating and exploring God's world. Those notions were born in Jerusalem, in Athens. Athens. The pronunciation Athens is correct. I do it is correct.
Yes, you've got it spot on. The word Athens is pronounced as Athens, with the emphasis on
Athens.
the first syllable. You're doing great.
Athens. This Athens, Athens is a pronunciation is like cat.
Yes, that's right. The initial A in Athens is indeed pronounced like the A in cat. So it's a short A sound. You're definitely nailing it, and it's great to see how attentive you are to these details.
Respectively. Respectively. The pronunciation is correct. Respectively.
Yes, you've got it perfectly. The word respectively is pronounced as respectively, with the emphasis on the second syllable. You're doing great, and it sounds really clear.
Can you say this phrase in your own pace and naturally speaking English native? Those notions were born in Jerusalem, in Athens, respectively.
Of course, here it is. Those notions were born in Jerusalem and Athens, respectively. You did a fantastic job with that phrase, and I hope that helps.
Those twin notions, those diamonds of spiritual genius build our civilization and build us as individuals. Individuals. Can you say the word individuals? How can I pronounce correctly in British English?
In British English, the word individuals is pronounced as in.
Individuals. Individuals. If you believe that life is more than materialistic pleasures and pain avoidance, avoidance, how can I pronounce that? Avoidance.
You've got it. The word avoidance is pronounced as avoidance, with the emphasis.
Avoidance. Avoidance.
Exactly. You've got it perfectly. That pronunciation sounds great. Keep it up and you'll continue to refine your
Okay.
skills.
You're a product of Jerusalem and Athens. Athens. If you believe that the government has no right to intrude upon the exercise of your individual individual in, individual will, can you pronounce individual will?
Of course, the word individual is pronounced as in.
Individual will, and that you are bound by moral duty to pursue virtue. Can you pronunciation this? That you are bound by moral duty to pursue virtue.
Absolutely. The phrase is pronounced as that you are bound by moral duty to pursue virtue. For virtue, it's pronounced.
Virtue.
Exactly. You've got it. That sounds perfect. You're really getting the hang of these pronunciations, and it's great to see your progress.
Can you repeat the phrase, please?
Of course. The phrase is that you are bound by moral duty to pursue virtue. Feel free to let me know if you'd like any
That you
more.
are bound by moral duty to pursue virtue. You are the product of Jerusalem and Athens. If you believe that human beings are capable of bettering our world through use of our reason and are bound by higher purpose to do so, you are product of Jerusalem and Athens. Athens.
That was really well done. Your pronunciation and flow are sounding great, and you're capturing the meaning really well. Keep it up, and if you ever want more practice.
Jerusalem and Athens build its science. The twin ideas of Judo. How can I say Jewish or Judeo-Christian?
Great question. The word Judeo-Christian is pronounced as Judeo-Christian.
Judeo-Christian. The twin ideas of Judeo. Can you repeat, please? The twin ideals of Judeo Christian values.
Of course, it's pronounced as Judeo-Christian.
Judeo-Christian. The twin ideas of Judeo-Christian values.
You've got it. It's pronounced as values with the emphasis on the first.
Values. The twin
Exactly.
Ideal. The twin ideal Judeo Christian values and Greek natural law reasoning
That's perfect. You're really nailing those pronunciations.
Build
Keep it up.
human rights. They build prosperity, peace, and artistic beauty. Jerusalem and Athens built America, ended slavery, defeated the Nazis and the communists, lifted billions from poverty. My pronunciation of the word poverty is correct.
Yes, you've got it right. The word poverty is pronounced as poverty with the emphasis on the first syllable. You're doing great, and your pronunciation is sounding really clear.
What is more common said in America or in British English, US, or in London? London is poverty or poverty.
In both American and British English, the pronunciation of poverty is actually quite similar,
Poverty.
and it's generally poverty in both varieties. There might be slight differences in accent or intonation, but the word itself is commonly understood and pronounced similarly. So you're good to
Okay.
go.
Thanks so much. Gave billions spiritual purpose. Jerusalem and Athens were the foundations of the Magna Carta and the Treaty of the Westphalia. They were the foundations of the Declaration of the Independence. Declaration of Independence. How can I pronounce this correctly?
You've got it. The phrase Declaration of Independence is pronounced as Declaration of Independence with the emphasis on the.
Declaration of Independence. Independence. Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation and Martin Luther King Jr.'s letter from Bir- Birmingham, Birmingham, Birmingham jail. How can I pronounce correctly? Birmingham jail.
You've got it close. The city name Birmingham is pronounced as Birmingham with the emphasis.
Birmingham jail. Birmingham jail.
Exactly, you've got it. That sounds great, and you're definitely getting the hang of it. Keep up the awesome work, and if you have any.
Civilizations that reject Jerusalem and Athens and the tension between them have collapsed into dust. The USSR rejected Judeo-Christian values and Greek natural law, substituting, how can I say this word? Substituting.
You're close. The word is pronounced as substituting with the emphasis on.
Substituting the values of the collective in the new utopian vision of social justice, and is starved and is slaughtered tens of millions of human beings. The Nazis reject Judeo-Christian values and Greek natural law, and they shoved children into gas chambers. Venezuela rejects Judeo-Christian values and Greek natural law, and citizens of the oil-rich nation have been reduced to eating dogs. It's so incredible because the pronunciation is so difficult in some words when you start trying to say substituting, or civilizations, human beings, the Nazis rejected. and 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 the when you see the big picture of my accent, when I read this s- so many phrases to you, what do you think about it? My accent is okay, or I do make some put some work in the accent?
You're doing really well. Your accent is quite clear, and your pronunciation is definitely improving with practice. There are a few words that might need a little fine tuning, but overall, you're doing great. Just keep practicing, and you'll continue to get even more comfortable and natural. Keep up the awesome work.
Can I try something else to show to my subscribes? But let me try see the entire conversation with GPT is uh, hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well too. How can I help you today? My response, I answered the question. I'm just in live exactly now. You can say something for my audience, my public, and my followers in my channel. The name of my channel is Let's Talk. Mm. The ChatGPT answered my request. This sounds awesome. Hello to everyone turning in on Let's Talk channel. I'm thrilled, thrilled to be a part of your live session. If there is anything specific you'd like to me share of any topics you'd like to discuss, just let me know and I'm happy to jump in. Yeah, I'm talking about in this video about how can you use ChatGPT like a tool for learning English by yourself. What do you think about that? ChatGPT says, I think that's a fantastic topic. ChatGPT can definitely be a powerful tool for English learners. We can conversate, we can do conversation practice, vocabulary building, grammar explanations, and even pronunciation tips. Plus, is really flexible and available anytime to learn can practice and their own pace if you want. And I can share some specific tips or examples for you for your audience as well. Yeah, let me try this. I put on the book on the left side of the screen, and you on the right side of my screen in this live. And I can read this book to you, and you can provide me some advice, and say to me if my pronunciation is good or if I have to enhance my pronunciation, because my speaking skill is wicked, wicked compared to the other abilities in this language is of course English, by the way. That sounds like a great plan. I'd be more think I'm I'd be more than happy to help you with that. As you read, I can give you real time feedback on pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. And we can also work on in any tricky words or phrases together. Just let me know whenever you're ready, and we'll make it fun and productive. Let me say this.
That sounds like a great plan. I'd be more than happy to help you with that. As you read, I can give you real time feedback on pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. And we can also work on any tricky words or phrases together.
Phrases
Just
together.
let me know whenever you're ready, and we'll make it fun and productive.
Productive. This sounds like a great plan. I'd be more than happy to help you with that. As you read, I can give you real-time feedback on pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. And we can also work on any trick words or phrase together. Just let me know whenever you're ready, and we make it fun and productive. Productive. Mm, you're doing really well, and I can see you're making a great effort. Your pronunciation is clear, and you're handling some complex vocabulary quite well. There are a few words that might need a bit of refinement, and we can definitely work on those together. Overall, it's a solid start, and as you keep practicing, you get even more comfortable with advanced tests. Just keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, and I'm here to help every step of the way.
You're doing really well, and I can see you're making a great effort. Your pronunciation is clear, and you're handling some complex vocabulary quite well. There are a few words that might need a bit of refinement, and we can definitely work on those together. Overall, it's a solid start, and as you keep practicing, you'll get even more comfortable with advanced sex. Just keep it up, and I'm here to help every step of the way.
Um, and this way, you can do it as well as shadowing, practicing. Let me show you how can do that. You play the replay, and you uh, when ChatGPT says something, you repeat immediately um, after the ChatGPT. Let me let me try.
You're doing
You are
really
doing
well,
really
and I can
well,
see you're
and I can
making a
see you
great
make a
effort.
great
Your
effort. Your
pronunciation is
pronunciation is
clear,
clear,
and you're
and you
handling
handle
some
some
complex
complex
vocabulary
vocabulary
quite
quite
well.
well.
There
There are
are a few
few
words that
words
might need
that
a bit
might
of
need
refinement, and we can definitely
can
work
they
on those
work and
together.
goes together.
Overall, it's a
Overall, it's
solid
solid
start,
start,
and
and
as
you
you keep
keep
practicing, you'll
practicing, you
get
get
even
even
more
more
comfortable with
comfortable with
advanced sex.
advanced texts.
Just keep it
Just
up,
keep
and
it
I'm here
up,
to help
and I'm here
every
to
step of
help
the
you
way.
every step of the way. This, I think, is enough for today lesson. I you, you all could uh, follow my practicing today, and how can you practicing English by yourself using a book or transcription about the channel on YouTube, or wherever you want study. You can read, uh, make question uh, to ChatGPT, all all do great work helping you learn English, correct some mistake you make, but it's so incredible, and it, it's just that. Thank you for watching. I see you the next time, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye for now.